Have you ever ignored your instincts? Do you think instincts are real? And how can you describe instincts? How can you describe instincts? The middle of this whole thing, So now I started now panicking, because I know if I stop, this that is coming, it will hit me, And so people screamed, and I was scared. I was panicking, and my heart was just beating like really fast. Oh God. Hi beautiful people, how are you doing? Welcome back to this channel. So my name is Brenda and this is Reality with Brenda, where we keep life real and honest. If you're watching me for the first time, please feel welcome and feel loved, because we love guests here. And consider subscribing to this channel and become one of our family. And if you are my returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you so much for not getting tired. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so and click that bell so that you may be notified when I upload another video. And guys, road to 1,000 subscribers. So we are going so well, and we thank God for this milestone. So today is another beautiful day with another beautiful video and another beautiful conversation. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're missing a lot. Do you want to miss like something like this? Do you want to miss something like this? Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you comment, and make sure you tell me where you are watching me from. And so today we are having like another conversation, and our today's conversation is about instincts. Yeah, so guys, have you, I don't know how to describe instincts, but I think, me personally, I think instincts is a feeling, is something that is inside you, So today we are going to talk about instincts that we've been ignoring, and we've been like, so maybe something like something inside you that is called instincts maybe told you something, and you ignored that thing, and maybe you assumed, and maybe something happened, or so we're going to learn things like, maybe if instinct is not real, we will know, and if it's real, we also know. So stay tuned and enjoy this video. So guys, before I used to hear like people saying that don't ever ignore your instincts, and I was not I was not aware of something like that. I used to ask myself, what is that thing that is called instincts? What is instincts? So I thought maybe it's like, it's a feeling, and I think it's a feeling. It's something inside you. I was that moment I didn't know, like I didn't know something like instincts. I was not like aware of something like that. But I used to hear people saying that don't like, you see, when you are married and you are something like, maybe something tells you inside of you, tells you that maybe your spouse is cheating on you and everything. So you will be like, my instincts are never lies to me, So that thing that is inside you, that one is called instinct. So I've been ignoring some some instincts in my instincts. I've been ignoring them over and over, and I came to learn, because you must go through some things in life so that you may learn. So today, as usual, we are always talking about our I'm always talking about my own experience, So I'm going to talk about my experience of, I've been ignoring my instincts. I've been, so I'm going to talk about my the instincts that I've been ignoring, my instincts, my own instincts. So I know that you guys, if you have ever ignored your instincts, you will, after you hear this, maybe you will know. Maybe if you didn't know that that was instincts telling you that this thing is going to happen, or you will know through this video. So number one, this there's something I was, after I've given birth to my daughter, she was like one year, and when we are now coming from my workplace, it was evening around 7. Yeah, it was around 7 a.m. So 7 p.m., not 7 a.m., 7 p.m. So I was now going, I was going, I used to love like corns, roasted corns. I used to love those. I like corns, the one that is boiled, the one that is roasted. I used to love them ever since I was pregnant and after I've given birth. So those are my favorite snacks. I can call them snacks. So one day I went, and after I closed my work, I went to look for, to a place where they sell those roasted corns. So I went there and I bought my corn, and I bought one for my partner, you understand. So when I was going now back home, I saw like there was 3 lorries. One was like it was parked somewhere, and one was coming and the other one was behind me. So I told myself that this lorries are always not moving like fast, they're always moving like slowly. So I told myself, let me go and let me pass before the one that is coming. Maybe before it gets here, I'll be already like crossed this road, and before the one that is behind me, I'll be ready. I like cross the road, because this one is not moving, is parked. So something told me, what if this one moves? Maybe the driver was just like doing something, and what if he moves the lorry? What will you do? And I told myself, something told me inside of me, like that was the instinct. He told me that you are going to, like, you are risking your life and you are risking your child's life. Why are you doing this? Maybe you should just stay aside and wait for this lorry to come, or this one to pass. So I ignored my instincts and I continue walking. I continue walking. And so when I was now like almost at the end of the road, so that I can cross and go to the other side, this lorry that was parked now started moving, and this one that is coming is closer to me, and the other one behind me is also close. So like I was confused, because this driver that was parked here, I'm sure it was at night. I'm sure maybe he didn't see me or something. So I'm in the middle of this whole thing, So I was confused, and now I started now panicking, because I know if I stop, this that is coming, it will hit me, and if I continue like going, this I will be now, these two lorries will now, they will meet together, and when when I move, this one will, I don't know how. I was confused. I didn't even have a good picture of what was happening, but I just had people like screaming and saying, stop, you are going to hit someone, stop. So all of them stopped. I think the one that was coming, maybe he saw me, and the one that was now behind me, maybe he also saw me, but maybe he thought that because I'm going, maybe the road was like a really thing, so maybe he thought that I was going to cross somewhere, and he even didn't know that this road is going to now to move from where it was parked. So people screamed, and I was scared, I was panicking, and my heart was just beating like really fast. Oh God. So I just went, they stopped, I walked, and I crossed the road, and I went to my house, and I was like, instead of thanking God, I went to my status, and I went to my status, went to my WhatsApp, and I updated my status, and I said like, everyone is just walking with death behind them or beside them, you're just walking with death here. Death is here, you are here. Yeah, you are only like, maybe really, you are really close to death, because maybe that was that would have been my day, that God saved me that day, and so that was my first instance. There are many more, but these are the one that I maybe I still remember, because it was was something like crazy. So the other one was guys, this other one is now like it don't ignore your instincts, guys. Please don't ignore your instincts. When you see something like telling you this and this, don't ignore them, please. Because it was on 25th of June 2023. Now it was on Sunday. We woke up in the morning as usual. My partner was not like a person like he was a Boda rider, and he was not like available on Sunday. He never worked on Sunday. So this particular day, it was on Sunday. So someone from my church, someone from our church sent him somewhere to pick like a chicken foods for him. And he was like, I don't like working on Sundays, but because he's someone from our church, let me just go. And so that person directed him where he's going to pick the food and everything, so that he may take the food to his home. So when he walked up, before he walked out of our house. When he woke up, I think I was awake. I saw him like preparing himself and everything. So when he was about now to walk out of our bedroom's door, something told me, my instincts told me that I had something telling me that what if you was there? I was still sleeping. I was not awake. I was not I was awake, but I was still in bed. So something told me, what if you were still sleeping here and your partner and you receive like a call, your partner has been hit by has been involved in an accident. What would you do? You should wake up and start praying. I was shocked. I was like scared. I started asking myself many questions. What is this thing that is telling me this? I was like, what is going on? Am I thinking like, or what, something is telling me this? So I didn't ignore that one at first. I woke up and I prayed. I prayed until and it was 6 a.m. So I prayed until it was 7 a.m. now. I woke up and I went to the kitchen. Now I started now preparing breakfast for us, and I asked God, please protect this man wherever he is. I don't know what is happening. I don't know. I'm not God. I cannot protect him. I cannot watch over him everywhere he goes. But please, God, you are the God of you are our protector. So protect us. You are the God of you are the Father to the fatherless. You are. So protect him wherever he goes. Protect him on the roads and everything. Because once he once told me that it was a day he was riding his motorbike, and the lorry was coming like it was in a speed, and it was like in a junction. It was in a junction. So he was coming from the other side, and the lorry was coming. So there was a corner. So the lorry was coming this side, and he was now coming from the same side that the lorry is going. So he came and told me that today could have been my day. I almost died. I almost died today. And I told him. I asked him why. And he told me that I was almost involved in a road accident. So he told me that he didn't know what happened, because he just found himself like out of that road, like standing somewhere, but he didn't know what happened. It was God. I can say it was God. So I told God, protect him, and I started now preparing my breakfast and everything. As I cooked tea, I made tea. I went and bought bread and everything. So when I was now cleaning like the dishes in the kitchen, I had like the door. Someone was now opening the door. So I was like, oh, thank you, God, you've done it. So thank you so much, because that thing is, I rebuked that thing, and I said like, God has done it. So he's here and he's safe. So glory to God. I continued doing my work, and so later on, he on Sundays he was not like he was not using like his motorbike. Maybe he was used to walk to church, because the whole week he has been riding motorbike. the body also needs like some exercise. So he used to walk every Sunday to church. So that day he was not in a hurry, he was doing like things slowly. He was not in a hurry. I thought maybe he's not going to church, and he was the usher to that church. So I didn't like ask too many questions, so I stayed there and we did our thing. I prepared. When it was now 10 a.m. he went now to take a shower. He went to dress up, and I remember my daughter asking him, "Where are you going?" And he told my daughter, "I'm going to the church. I'm going to church." And he told him with the language, it was a Kamba. He told my daughter in Kamba language that I'm going to the church. So I'm not waiting for you because you guys are doing like really slow. So I will not wait for you. I'll give transport to your mom, and you will come later after me. So he went. I didn't know if he had like 2 motorbikes, because he had just bought another one not long ago. So he had 2. I didn't know that he took like one of his motorbike because he was late that day and went. So we prepared ourselves together with my daughter, and it was now time to leave. We left the house, and I took another motorbike and we went to church. So when we were going to church, there's a petrol station somewhere. So I saw like a petrol station, like something like a dog. A dog was like something, maybe hit someone's car, hit a dog, and the dog was dead on the road, in the middle of the road, So I was like, it's something again came into my mind. I started now hearing voices telling me that this road today is going to this road is now asking for some blood, But now I've had that voice, I told myself that because the dog was already dead, so there's no blood that is going to be shed today, because it has already received the blood from the dog. So we went and I went to church. So when our pastor was preaching, I was not focused that day. I was not like focused on the service. My mind was somewhere. My mind was somewhere else. I was just looking, that day I sat on the corner near a window. So I was looking at the window every time, I was looking at the window, and there's a road, through that window you can see the road that is coming from Nairobi to Garissa. So I sat on that window, and I used to I was just watching buses and every car, whatever, moving around, and I was like thinking so many things. So pastor now started now saying that you should now, you should pray for your family, you should forgive whoever that has ever wronged you. You should now release them, don't carry them, So I looked at my partner where he was, he used to sit on the front chair. So I saw him praying, and he was doing how people pray in the church. So he used to lift his hand. He was lifting his hand, praying and praying. So I was when pastor was now saying that if you have someone you have a kid with, and you are not in good terms, release them, forgive them and everything. So I saw him praying, and I was something bitterness came inside me, and I started now saying that this person, he has he had a baby mama. So I thought in my mind that this person is forgiving now the baby mama. They're going to maybe to get back together and everything. So no, the devil is using me, So I didn't pray. I tried, but I could not pray anymore. I could not. I just stayed there. And my daughter that day my daughter refused to sit with me. That she wanted to sit with her dad the whole day. He came, and what he needed, maybe whenever she needs water and snacks and everything, she used to come and take them and go back to where the dad was. She never spent any she never spent any time like in the church with me. So after that, now it was now almost at the end of the service. Some another bus came from Nairobi. It was carrying like passengers. It was full of passengers. So I looked at that car and I said something in my mind tells me, like, what if that car like be involved in that? What if that bus be involved in a road accident? What would you do? Will you like run and save people, or will you just stay here in the church? And again I answered myself and I told myself, let the dead bury the dead. Why are they traveling on Sunday instead of being in the church? So the devil is trying like to talk to me. Something is telling me, but I'm ignoring them and I'm answering them. So I'm answering that thing like in something is telling me that what if something like accident happens on this road? What will you do? Will you go to save some people, or will you just stay here? And I answered that voice and I said, let the dead bury the dead. So we went to church, and I remember that our service was when it was now the end of the service. I took my daughter and we were now leaving the church. Before I got to our church door, I saw like my partner was now taking the offering to the office. He was an usher to that church. So he just did like this to me, he was calling me like that. So I stopped and I waited for him. He came and he told me that, are you going to the house direct, or are you going to mom's salon? And I told him that I'm not going to the house now because it's too early. I'll get bored in the house, so I'm going to my mom's salon and I will go back to the house later. So he asked me, do you have like something to give, do you have food? And I told him like I don't have food. And he gave me the money and told me that go and buy chips for go and buy like fries for French fries for our daughter. So I went and I told myself that no, I'm not going to buy those things. I'm just going to my mom. Maybe my mom has cooked something, I don't know. So if he hasn't cooked, I will buy later. If mom has not cooked something. So I went to my mom's salon and my mom was there, and it was the previous day was, I'm talking about 25th of June 2023, and the previous day was 24th of June. It was my brother's birthday, the one that he like shares his birthday with my daughter. They are age mates with my daughter. So my daughter was turning 29th of that June. He was turning 2 years on that 29th of that June, and my baby brother was already turned 2 years that 24th, like previous day before this now day that I'm talking about. So we went, and luckily my mom had cooked something. My mom had cooked like ugali and matumbo. Cow's intestines. Yes. So we called them matumbo. So my mom told me that I'm going somewhere. There's a customer coming. I'm going somewhere. So just like give your daughter some food, and I'll come to eat mine later. So I went there and I served my daughter food, and I went outside. That day was bitter. After our service, I was just like bitter. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to be alone. So I went and sit. I took a chair and I went to sit outside the salon. So I was just watching people like passing by the road. So my daughter now came with that food that I had served her. He came now outside. It was now like almost like 3 p.m. So my daughter came outside with the food, holding like in a plate like this. But when he was like near me, I didn't know what happened, because the food came out of her hand and brought the food now down. So I was a bit like, why are you wasting food? I forgot that this child is only 2 years. He's turning 2 years now. I forgot, like I really slapped her harder. Like, what are you doing? Do you know this food has been brought by you? So after that, now I went and gave and served her another food. So my mom came and asked me, why are you beating a child? You know, this is a small kid. Maybe he just like, maybe, you know, so maybe, you know, he's a kid, she's a kid. So I asked her, I told my mom, no, this is wrong. Why? I told her to like to sit down and eat. Why is she following me? And my mom told me, like, relax, just sit down, let the kid be. So I was there, and I was now, like, now I started now thinking, you know, I was not at peace that moment. I was now thinking about what you know, my partner had like ulcers. He didn't like, he was not a fan of, like, he could not eat like something like beans, normal beans. He could eat maybe normal, like yellow beans and everything, you know, because of the acid. So I wanted to ask him, because we had like corns in our house that he was given by his aunt. Yeah, so I wanted to ask him, do we cook like githeri today or cook something else? Because the maize, can I like buy yellow beans and we cook, or how are you feeling? How will it react with your stomach? So something something was telling me that is like that. Don't do it. Something was telling me, go and buy, like, you know, I had no time. Something was like somehow they were debating it. Something were debating in me. Something is telling me that go and buy like item and ask him, what are you cooking today? Can you cook like githeri? Something is telling me, no, stop, don't ask him. You just cook something like maybe garlic and some vegetables. And so that thing like continued. Like, I asked myself that question like for almost an hour. So now when it was now 10 p.m. now, I said, let me go and buy airtime so that I can now text him. I went to the shop and I asked for airtime. So even before I even paid the airtime, I had like my mom calling me, Brenda, where are you? And I was like, I'm here, I'm buying something. And she told me, like, come really fast, come, you will pay that airtime later, come. So I ran and I was asking myself, my mom, what's going on? Do you have like a client? And my mom was telling me, no, we don't have a client, but there's something wrong. There's something else you need to confirm. So I was like, something like what? You know, now my stepdad now came and like he told me, have you received any call? And I was like, what call? And no, my phone, I don't even have my phone with me. So he asked me, go and check your phone if you have like missed calls. Someone has been calling you and you are not picking. So I went and checked my phone. My phone was dead. I don't know why my phone died. My phone was dead until to date. That phone has never like recovered. That phone died for good. So I told them that my phone is dead and it's not like, I'm trying like to switch on but it's not working. So my mom gave me her phone and told me that try now to call your husband. Call your husband and ask, just call his number. And I was like, why am I calling his number? She told me that just call him because there's something you need to know. So I was like, maybe he has been found like cheating something like that. Maybe he was cheating and my stepdad saw him going with a woman somewhere. So I was like, let me call his number. But because of the pressure, because I'm confused, I don't know what exactly is going on, I called the wrong number. When I called that wrong number, it was a woman, and I was now bitter to that woman. I was asking her, like, give the phone to the owner. And the woman was like, this is my phone. I was like, no, this is not your phone. Give the phone to the owner. So I was like, oh, so it's true. You know, my partner is cheating. So when I checked the number again, I saw like there was like the last number was wrong. So I didn't even apologize to that woman. I just like hung up, and I hung up and I called again. So now the right number. The phone rang Nobody was speaking. I called like 20 times. Nobody was speaking, and I was answered now, panicking, and I said, now tell me what is going on, because now you're telling me to call this person is not picking, and you are not telling me what is going on. So my mom told me that the person has been involved in a road accident when he was going people like that day it was like men in our church had a meeting, and they were now having lunch in the church. So what I heard that is like I heard about the people around there who were there. They told me that they forgot to buy water. Yes, they forgot to buy water that they'll be like drinking when they'll be having this lunch. So because my partner is the one that had like a motorbike, and he was the younger to them, so he was asked to go and look for water, and he was given like the one that he was given was for wholesale. You know, it was Sunday, you know, wholesale was open that day, so he was trying like to look for where I can buy like in a cheaper price, with a cheaper price. So he went and somewhere, and so that woman told him that I'm not like selling water on a wholesale price. You know, I'm selling it like, you know, like, because I'm not like dealing with the wholesale things. I'm selling like one. So he said like maybe he should now cross the road, and the other side maybe he can find water somewhere, or maybe he can go to a supermarket that was nearby. So he was now trying to cross the door at the road and go to the side so that he can go to the supermarket. And so and like him, the lorry was coming, and some Nissan was overtaking the lorry, and it was overtaking on the wrong side. So that was how he was hit by that car. And so I was called, and then I was told that we should go to the hospital because he was rushed to a nearby hospital. And I went there, and yeah, we were referred. To cut the long story short, that is how I ignored my somehow I ignored my instincts, you know, because this instance was, you know, something told me in the morning that what if you stay here and you receive a call that your partner has been involved on a road accident, what would you do? So, you know, I thought maybe this one was now over, you know. So I didn't know that the devil was trying now to, like, he was trying, that day he was busy. He was now trying everything to, like, you know, to shed like to take a person away. He was really trying, but I think what I could do that day, maybe I could pray. Maybe if I prayed like when we were in the church, if I prayed, maybe something, maybe now we will be now like talking, like having like different conversation. Now we will not be talking about this one. So, you know, but at the same time, it's God's plans, you know. You can't really, like, even if it's not God, you know, God, nothing can, you know, God cannot allow something that is not, that has not planned to happen, you know. So maybe it was now God's plan, and He was just using, you know, this, like, but I think maybe if I focused on, or if maybe if I didn't ignore my instincts, maybe we were now maybe like taking different stories here, you know. Maybe now maybe saying another things, you know, not this one, but it happened. And so yeah, from that day, you know, guys, I'm very keen. If you know, when I hear like something like telling me in my mind that this thing, because I've been having like those things in my mind every now and then, you know. I've been like, something has been telling me this thing is going to happen, like do this. I've never ignored, because, you know, once it was me with my daughter, I almost got an accident, and so now it was him now, you know, but I was the one that was, something told me that this is going to happen, but I ignored, and so it happened, you know. At first I thought maybe if I prayed this once, things will be better, but things were not like the way expected them to be. So but we thank God for the, at least I learned something, I learned not to ignore my instincts, there are voices inside us that we are always speaking, but we ignore them. Once you ignore them, you'll now pay the, you will suffer the consequences. So have you ever ignored something, and it came to happen? Or have you ever, do you believe in instincts? Do you think that instincts are real, or is just like a myth or something? Do you believe in instincts? Have you ever ignored something that voice that it's always speaker inside of us, in our minds, but we don't listen? Have you ever had something like that and you ignored it, and how did it happen later? Yeah. So yeah, I would like to hear from you guys, because maybe I'm just trying to myself, but I just spoke my mind, because that is what I think. That's what I think, and that's what I know. Never ignore your instincts, and instincts are real. But I don't know how to describe instincts, but I know they are real. They are very real. Yeah. So tell me, what do you think about this conversation? Did you enjoy this conversation? Did you like this video? Did you enjoy this video? Did you like everything? Did you enjoy everything about this video? Did you learn something? Or yeah, so let me know on the comment section, and please like this video, and also guys, follow me on my Instagram account. My names are Brenda Bree Official, Brenda space dash Brenda dash BREEH dash and official. So I'll be really grateful to hear you, or to see you on my Instagram page, and I will make sure I follow you back if you follow me. So see you on the next video. Bye for now.